Mark Stetson, he already had a model shop early on that he was subcontracted to do some miniature works for Boss. And so after Die Hard, he went ahead and wanted to do it again. So this time he was going to break off and make a more permanent run of it with his partner, Bob Spurlock. They really did a good job in getting some of the bigger films in there, because I really owe a lot of my resume to Mark and Bob, and a lot of my skill set to a lot of the veterans I started out with at Boss and over the years worked with, like Pete Gerard and Ron Gress and Les Ecker and Ellen Fouché. So with Mark and Bob getting these big projects in, I was able to work with a lot of veterans and continue gaining skills. Stetson Visual did the miniature for the mall scene. So we built a section of the mall that all these little gremlins are trapped in. I think the mall set was about quarter scale or 6 scale, so it's fairly large. And it was elevated because we had to make all these miniature gremlin foam maquettes. And if I remember right, the gentleman who molded them, I think his name was Mark Garbarino, made all these miniature foam gremlins. And during the molding process, he put in these tiny, like dental nylon pull cords, so that when you glue the little figure down to the set, and on cue, they're all pulled from the bottom. So these cords crumpled the little gremlins down and all on cue. So underneath the set, we had all these pull cords running to one lever. So all these little cables, we had to put a pulley below. First you had to locate the miniature, the little gremlin, drill a hole, glue his feet down, then you run the cords down into the floor, locate a place to put a shiv, and then you run that back to a big lever. Also, these little guys were plumbed with a little Tygon tube for green slime. Oh my gosh. So on cue, the lever's slowly pulled and these little guys start to crumple, and then this green slime starts oozing from them. Well, it's designed for several takes. And so after each take, we're carefully dancing around on the set, just tiptoeing and with a little cloth and gently cleaning the floor and gently cleaning the gremlins and pulling the gremlins up to reset them so they'd stand. That was an interesting job because someone had to be under the stage to help feed the wires up. And I said, okay, I'll do it, no problem. Well, remember, we just drilled holes in the floor. So I'm underneath there with goggles having this green slime just drip all over me. But yeah, I was underneath the set, feeding up the wires and making sure all the pull cables were on the shivs and so forth. But yeah, all in all, it really was fun. It was a fun, messy job.